What's up, guys? Welcome back. Our next guest for Tazz podcast is Randy.
Our hero, Captain America, Randy Couture. What an athlete.
Okay, first of all, he is a 6-time UFC world champion from light, heavyweight, and heavyweight division, Mr. Randy Couture.
You don't bet against Randy.
He is also a UFC Hall of Famer. If you guys don't know who he is, please look him up. We had an amazing conversation with Randy Couture about mindset, about life, about the mindset of an athlete and fighter and champion. And I can't wait for you guys to listen to it. But long story short, one of the things that I remember and that I took into the heart was not listening to that negative voice. He calls it the bad roommate. He doesn't listen to the bad roommate who's telling him otherwise, or the opposite of the things that he's supposed to do. So, of course, all of us have laziness. All of us don't want to do certain things, right? When it comes to training, sometimes we don't want to train. Sometimes we don't want to eat right. Sometimes we'd rather go out. But no, we focus on training because we want to become champions. We want to become better than who we were yesterday. So I'm giving you guys a sneak peek of what you're about to see tomorrow. I really wish you guys really knew who he was if you don't know who he is. But if you do know who he is, watch him. Please watch the podcast with Tazz on YouTube, on Spotify, and we'll be posting it. We'll be posting it all over social media. So make sure you tune in. I'm so grateful and want to thank you guys for sticking around despite me being injured and basically not training as consistently. But I promise you, I told myself that I will be back and it's there. And I will show you next week. So make sure you stick around. All right? I'm going to show you what I've been doing.
A couple days a week are going to be red flag days where I'm coming in and doing shark bait or having guys rotate in on me, getting, match length goes where I'm in that survival mode for those last couple rounds. And that, again, finds that barrier where your brain starts chattering, saying, oh, I'm tired. I want to quit. No, you physically can go a lot longer than that voice and that brain will allow you or try to tell you you can go. Those types of drills where you're the guy out there that everybody's working in on, trying to make you tired, trying to find that boundary and push that boundary back. So you have to survive those moments. That's going to give you that confidence in your conditioning and your ability to survive those situations. And then on fight night, when you haven't gone through all that, and again, you can't do that too often because that in itself will undermine your confidence as well. So again, drawing that map, sticking to that map, tweaking that map when you have to, if it's too much or maybe too little. Rarely is it too little. Generally, you have to pull yourself back a little bit. But again, having those training partners and those coaches to give you that input, to keep you on track. What do you mean you're going to have a beer? Is that going to help you win on Saturday? I think you need to pass on the beer, buddy. Yeah. Again, those people that are close to you help keep you on task and keep you true to the map that you drew to get you where you wanted to be.
If you could tell yourself if you can make an adjustment from what you did back then and your with your progression in your MMA history, do you think you would have changed a certain aspect about yourself, or is there anything that you would have told yourself to do more of?
I mean, it's easy to look back and say, man, I wish I'd have figured that out sooner.
Oh, yeah.
Again,
but at least
that hindsight is always 2020, right?
Yeah.
It's always perfectly clear. I could have avoided this if I'd have figured that out. But at the end of the day, would you be the same person?
No.
If you hadn't endured and found a way to the resilience that it took. I mean, everybody's like, oh my God, you won 6 world championships. Yeah. That means I lost it at least 5 times. And the truth is I lost it all 6. Isn't a champion mentality is not about how you deal with winning all the time. It's how you deal with losing, how you deal with the adversity of that setback. And if that doesn't motivate you and get you fired up to go back out there and figure out how to come back and do it better, you might be thinking the wrong thing, and you may need to adjust your attitude about it.